Hello guys, yes, we are group 7. Today we are going to discuss the organizational development, purpose, and possibilities, seeing the forest of the trees, kaya go go go! Before we start, let me introduce the members of this group. First, we have Miss Trisha Kate Diaz. Next, we have Miss Elika Joyce San Juan. Then third, we have Miss Christine Jane Reyes. And of course, me, Jerome Dawana. Kaya todo na to! For the learning objectives, by the end of this lesson, students should be able to first, explain mission and commitment in organizations. Second, describe integrated system in high-performance work. Third, understand diversity as a strategy in organizations. Fourth, discuss learning organization and the role of leaders. Fifth, recognize humane organizations and the value of compassion. And last is explain growth and development at individual, team, and organizational levels. And for the first reporter, Miss Cash-in Elika Joy San Juan.
Fostering mission and commitment. Fostering a strong sense of mission and commitment within an organization is essential for enhancing employee loyalty, reducing turnover, and driving performance. It involves aligning individual employee goals with the company's core values and long-term vision. So, ibig sabihin po nito, ina-help po nila yung employees na maintindihan yung purpose ng organization and ina-encourage po nila na maging stay dedicated to it. So, it's not just about doing work. It's about knowing why the work matters. So, kapag po yung employees na intindihan nila yung mission, they become more motivated and focused. They don't just complete tasks, they work with meaning. Commitment po, on the other hand, is about being loyal and giving your best to the organization. So, kapag po yung employees, na-feel po nila na valued sila, they are more willing to stay and contribute. So, why it matters? So, if employees don't feel connected to the mission, they may lose motivation, do the bare minimum, not care about company's goals, but when they are committed, they work with purpose, they feel proud, they give extra effort. Next, creating a community of leaders. Creating a community of leaders means building a workplace where leadership is shared, not limited to just one person. It focuses on encouraging employees at all levels to take initiative, make decisions, and support one another. Sa madaling salita po, it is about developing many leaders in an organization so that people work together, guide each other, and contribute to success as a team. So, leadership po is not only for managers. Everyone po can be a leader on their own role. So, instead of one boss po na nagko-control sa lahat, employees po are encouraged to take initiative, people help each other grow, and leadership po is shared. For example po, a team where employees suggest ideas, leaders listen, not just command, and everyone feels valued. Integrating systems. Integrating systems means making sure that all parts of an organization, people, technology, tasks, and information are connected and working together smoothly. So, instead po yung each department working on its own, everything po is aligned and coordinated. This helps avoid yung confusion, delays, and mistakes. So, this is about making sure na lahat po ng parts po ng organization ay nagwo-work together ng smoothly. So, these parts po include people, employees, leaders, technology, system and tools, work processes, how tasks are done, then information, data, and communication. So, why it matters? So, these are not aligned. If these are not aligned, confusion happens, work becomes slow, mistake increase. Next is designing high-performance work systems. Means creating a work setup where people, technology, tasks, and information are organized in the best way to produce strong results. So, nakapokus po to sa pag-sure na lahat po ng employees ay may right skills, tools, and nasusupport po nila yung job nila efficiently and effectively. For example po, pwede po to i-include sa clear job roles, proper training, updated technology, and smooth communication systems. So, when everything po is well-designed, employees po can work faster, make fewer mistakes, and perform it a higher level. So, it also encourage ng teamwork po nila, magkaroon ng accountability and ma-continuous po yung improvement. This means creating a system where everything is organized to produce the best result. It focuses on aligning people, skilled, trained, motivated, technology, updated and useful tools, work, clear roles and efficient tasks, then sa information, easy access and good communication.
Hello guys! Yes, si Durham Dawana ito, no? Today, I'm going to discuss utilizing diversity as a strategy. Kaya, go, go, go! Diversity refers to the difference among people in an organization, such as their skills, experiences, background, and perspective. Ibig sabihin, bawat tao ay may kanya-kanyang unique contribution sa team. In this case, diversity is not just accepted, but is actively used as a strategy to improve the organization's overall performance. Instead na makita ang differences as a problem, ginagawa itong advantage for growth. For example, when people come from different backgrounds, they bring different ideas which can lead to more creative and innovative solutions. Mas gumaganda rin ang decision making because multiple perspectives are considered before making a final decision. In addition, diversity helps organization better understand and connect with a wider range of customers, since employees can relate to different needs and preferences. Then overall, diversity becomes a stronger advantage because it promotes a better teamwork, adaptability, and competitiveness in a constantly changing environment. Next, I'm going to discuss creating learning organization. So, a learning organization is one that continuously learns, adapts, and improves over time. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang employees ang natututo, kundi pati buong organization ay nag-grow. In this context, the role of the leader becomes very important. Leaders are no longer just responsible for giving instruction, but they also guide and support employees in the learning process. Parang coach na rin sila, hindi lang boss. They encourage open communication where employees feel comfortable sharing their ideas, concern, and even opinions. Nagpo-promote din sila ng continuous development to training, feedback, and opportunities for growth. Another important aspect is that mistakes are seen as opportunities to learn rather than failures. So mas nagiging confident yung mga employees to try new things. Because of this, organization become more flexible, innovative, and better prepared to face changes and challenges in the future. So, for the next reporter naman is si Joma or si Miss Trisha Kate Diaz ba yun? Uy, ano daw? Kasi naman no?
So good day everyone, I'm Trisha Kate Diaz and I will be discussing creating humane organization, specifically compassion in organizational life. So what is a humane organization? So human organization is the goal, a workplace that values people. So ang human organization is the goal, which means gusto natin magkaroon ng workplace na pinahahalagahan yung mga yung mga employees. So hindi lang yung kanilang work, kundi pati na rin po yung kanilang well-being. So compassion is one way to achieve a humane organization. Then yung compassion is a one way naman para ma-achieve natin yung humane organization. So ibig sabihin, kapag may compassion sa workplace, mas nagiging maayos yung treatment sa mga employees. So compassion helps create a caring and supportive workplace. So kapag may compassion, mas nagiging caring at supportive yung environment, kaya mas nagiging humane yung organization. So what is compassion in the workplace? So there are three parts of a compassion, First is noticing. So napapansin mo na may pinagdadaanan yung employee. Like for example, may coworker ka na usually active siya sa trabaho, then bigla na lang naging tahimik and hindi makapag-concentrate sa work niya. So napansin mo na may problema siya. So second is yung feeling. So naiintindihan mo and nararamdaman mo yung kanyang situation. Like for example, instead na husgahan mo siya agad, no, iniisip mo na baka may personal problem siya sa family niya, or kaya naman stress siya sa trabaho niya, ganon. And third is responding. So, gumagawa ka ng action para matulungan mo siya. Like, for example, kinausap mo siya privately. Tinanong mo kung okay lang ba siya, or kaya naman tinulungan mo siya sa workload niya para hindi siya ma-overwhelm, no? So, ibig sabihin, ang compassion po sa workplace is not only about understanding others, no, but also taking action to support them. So, why is compassion matters? So, importante ang compassion sa workplace kasi po marami siyang positive effects sa mga employees and sa organization. So, first, yung improves employee well-being. So, ibig sabihin po, mas nagiging maayos yung pakiramdam and mental state ng employees kapag po ramdam nila na may care sa kanila. So, second, builds trust and loyalty. So, nagkakaroon po ng trust ang employees sa company at mas nagiging loyal po sila kasi feeling nila valued sila, no? So, then, increases job satisfaction. So, mas nagiging satisfied po sila sa work nila kapag supportive po yung environment. So, then, nababawasan din po yung stress and burnout, no? Kasi may understanding at supportive po sa workplace. And lastly, enhances teamwork and cooperation. So, mas nagiging maayos po yung pakikitungo ng employees sa isa't isa kapag po positive yung environment. So, next, characteristic of humane organization. First, yung open communication. So, ibig sabihin po, bukas po yung communication sa workplace, no? So, employees can freely share their ideas, concerns, and feedback, no, without fear. So, wala po silang takot na magsalita dahil po pinakikinggan sila. So, next, supportive leadership. So, yung mga leaders po or yung mga managers, hindi lang po sila parang boss, no? Kundi parang mentors na rin po sila. So, they guide, support, and help employees to grow, no? Hindi po sila nananakot, kundi nagbibigay po sila ng encouragement. So, next, fair treatment. So, lahat po ng employees ay treated equally and fairly, no? Wala pong favoritism. So, pantay po yung opportunities, mga benefits, and yung mga pagtrato po sa bawat isa. So, next, safe and inclusive environment. So, dapat po safe ang workplace, syempre, no? Both physically and emotionally. So, inclusive din po siya. So, meaning po, tanggap po yung lahat regardless of their background, no, gender or status, no, wala pong discrimination. So, last, yung work-life balance. So, importante po na may balance po ang work at personal life, no. Hindi lang po puro work, hindi lang puro trabaho, no. May time din po para sa family, so mag-rest, and para sa sarili, no. This helps po employees to stay healthy and productive. So, ang leaders po ay may malaking role sa pagbuo po ng humane organization, no? Sila po kasi yung nagsiset ng tone sa workplace. So, here are some role of leaders, no? Una, leaders act as role models of compassion. So, ibig sabihin po, sila po mismo yung nagpapakita ng malasakit, no? Kung ano po yung ginagawa nila, yun din po yung ginagaya ng mga employees, no? Kung kind and understanding sila, yung mga leaders, no, mas magiging ganun din yung culture ng team. So, next, they listen and understand employees. So, mahalaga po na marunong makinig ang leaders, no? Hindi lang po sila nagsasalita, no? Kundi inuunawa po nila yung mga concerns, mga problems, and ideas po ng mga employees. So, next, they support employees during difficult times. So, kapag po may pinagdadaanan ang mga employees or si employees, nandyan po yung leader para tumulong at umalalay, no? Hindi lang po sa work, pati na rin po sa mga personal struggles kung kinakailangan. Next, they create a positive work culture. So, ang leaders po ang tumutulong gumawa ng environment na positive, no? Respectful and motivating, no? So, dahil po dito, mas nagiging productive po at masaya po yung mga employees. Examples of compassion in organizations. So, ito naman po yung mga actual examples no, kung paano po pinapakita ang compassion sa workplace. So, una, flexible working hours. So, pinapayagan po yung mga employees na mag-adjust ng work schedule nila, no? Depende po sa situation nila. Like, for example, kung may family responsibility po, pwede po silang mag-adjust ng time. So next, mental health support programs. So may mga programs or activities po na tumutulong sa mental health ng mga employees, no? Like counseling or stress management, ganun. So importante po 'yon para po hindi ma-burn out yung mga employees. So next, helping employees during personal crisis. So kapag po may mga pinagdadaanan yung employee, no, like family problem or emergency, ganyan, tinutulungan po sila ng company through support or consideration. So next, encouraging teamwork and kindness. So pinapalakas po ang teamwork and pagiging mabait, no, sa isa't isa, no. Hindi po competition ang focus kasi, no, kundi cooperation and support. So, benefits to the organization. So, hindi lang po employees yung nakikinabang sa compassion, no, pati na rin po yung organization mismo. So, here are some benefits to the organization. Una, higher productivity. So, kapag po masaya and supported po ang employees, no, mas ginaganahan po silang mag-work. Kaya, mas mataas po yung productivity. Next, lower employee turnover. So, mas tumatagal po ang employee sa company kasi po satisfied sila, no? Kaya nababawasan po yung mga nagre-resign. Next, better organizational reputation. So, nagkakaroon po ng magandang image ang company, kaya po mas nakikilala sila bilang caring and magandang workplace. And lastly, stronger employee engagement. So, mas involved at committed po yung employees sa work nila kasi po nararamdaman nila na valued sila. So, for our next reporter, Miss Christy.
Hey everyone, I'm here to present our OD purpose and possibilities. Seeing the forest of the trees, which on focuses on fostering growth and development. Fostering growth and development helps employees improve their skills, confidence, and performance. It also helps teams and organizations become stronger and more successful. Sinasabi dito na fostering growth and development, ibig sabihin, tinutulungan ng company ang employees na mag-improve sa personal life at sa work nila. Ginagawa ito sa pamamagitan ng training, seminars, at iba pang mga learnings opportunities. Dahil dito, nagiging mas confident, motivated, at productive ang employee. Helps employees improve their skills and knowledge. Natututo ang mga employees ng mga bagong skills na makakatulong para mas mapabilis at mas mapaganda ang trabaho nila. Encourage personal and professional growth. Hindi lang sa work nag-i-improve, pati sa confidence, attitude, at sa sense of responsibility. Supports teamwork and better performance. Kapag patuloy ang growth ng employees, mas nagiging maayos ang teamwork at mas effective ang paggawa ng task. Provide training, seminars, and learning opportunities. Nagbibigay ng organization ng iba't ibang programs at activities para madagdagan ang knowledge at skills ng mga employees. Builds confidence and motivation among employees. Nagiging mas confident ang employee at mas ginaganahan sila gawin ang best nila. Helps the organization grow and succeed long term. Kapag nag-improve ang employees, lumalakas din ang mga at mas nagiging successful ang buong organization over time. Thank you po. Next slide. Generating simultaneous personal, team, and organization development. It is the process of developing individual employees, teams, and the organization at the same time to improve overall performance and success. Ito ay proseso kung saan sabay na dinedevelop ang individual employees, teams at ang buong organization para mas gumanda ang performance at success. Helps employees improve their skills and confidence. Mas nagiging skilled at confident ang employees kaya mas nagagawa nila ng maayos ang kanilang task. Builds better teamwork and communication. Mas gumaganda ang communication at cooperation ng team kaya mas maayos ang coordination. Improves overall organization performance. Kapag magaling ang employees at teams, mas gumaganda at ang overall and organization. Aligns everyone towards the same goals. Lahat ng employees ay nagtutulungan para ma-achieve ang isang goal ng company. Encourages continuous learning. Nahihikayat ang employees na tuloy-tuloy na matuto at mag-improve para makasabay sa changes. And lastly, helps achieve the long-term success. Dahil sa continuous development, nagiging mas strong at stable ang organization sa long run. Thank you po.